Hi, I'm Vanessa Rudge from Being Yoga. This is about a 20-minute slow flow practice. Maybe if it's hot like it is with me here, or maybe you just are recovering from illness or injury, or maybe you just like a slow flow practice. So please join me in hands and knees position. And as always, listening inwardly to your body and adjusting the poses as you need to. So you can work with your breath, inhaling to open through the front of the body, a few rounds of cat's breath, exhaling, rounding, chin into the chest. Inhale to send the heart forward and the sitting bones up to the sky. And your exhale doming through the upper back. Really joining together breath and movement that is the essence of vinyasa yoga. You want to make sure that you're not running out of movement at the end of the breath, nor breath at the end of the movement, that they're in perfect synchronization. So with this next inhale, you can send the right leg back behind you and just exploring the space behind you like the leg is a tail. Inhaling to extend back and feeling into the space behind you. As you exhale, navel to spine and rounding. So my timing of movement is just a suggestion to you. You could maybe take it slower or make it quicker. You can come up onto fingertips, and with this next one, bring the knee into the chest and stepping forward. Though if you're quicker than me, I'd suggest slowing it right down. The essence of slow flow. So bring the hands into namaste and inhale to interlace the fingers, lift the elbows high. As you exhale, press the palms away. You could stay upright here, or maybe lay the belly onto the thigh and lengthening out. Feel free to pad under that back knee if you wanted to. Inhale to take the arms up overhead and exhale to interlace behind the back of the body. Reach the knuckles back and then feeling for that thigh behind you. So then keep the right hand on the thigh and inhale the left arm up and exhale it down to the knee, and just enjoying a twisting movement through the lunge here. Inhale. Bring the palms to touch overhead, and as you exhale, twist to the other side and go like hands onto the waist. Inhale up through center, palms touch, and exhaling, twisting. Hands can come to the thighs, blessing them. Inhale up and twisting around. So as you twist to the left, actually use your right hand to steer the left hip forward. So you want to keep the hips square forward and just the upper spine twisting and becoming flexible like bamboo. One last round, exhaling, twisting. Inhale up through center, keep the arms up and bring the left hand down onto the floor. You might like to get off that back knee and straighten through the back leg now. And then following the pathway of the sun, as you exhale this right hand down and tap the outer ankle, and then inhaling to expand and open, and exhaling down to tap, and inhaling to open. And a couple more rounds like this. Maybe with every inhale, take it that little bit further, maybe leaning back as if into a hammock, a feeling of support. With this last one, let's hold and brighten through the back leg, brighten through the fingertips, even leaning back a little more if you can. And then exhaling and bringing the hand down. You can recoil and step yourself forward. Now, I know I'm going to disappear here, but We'll take a few spinal rolls. So chin into the chest and rounding through the back, inhaling yourself all the way up and exhaling straight back down again. So folding over the thighs and again inhaling. Spinal roll to lift yourself up one vertebrae at a time and find that zenith, that peak, and exhaling, send the hips back and fold forward and down. And one more time like that. So that same cat's breath, rounding through the back as you rise up and then sending the hips back and that open belly and heart as you fold forward. So we want to keep the same foot forward, which is the right foot. So step the left foot all the way back, and you can go back into your low lunge, or if you wanted to, coming into a high lunge here and bringing the hands into namaste. Inhale, so same movement. Exhale, press the palms away, maybe laying the belly on the thigh. Inhale to take the arms up and exhale to interlace behind you. And then reach for the thigh. Keep the right hand on that thigh and bring the left arm up and over. Inhale, back up. So just once with the twist here, exhaling, twisting around to the left. Use your right hand to bring the left hip forward. Inhale, back up through center and exhaling, finding the earth once again. You can take the knee down and sitting back, if it's okay for you, into this Vajrasana. I'll just go this way so you can see. If you can't do this position, knees or ankles, just go cross legs. So inhaling and taking the arms up, and with an exhale, leaning off to the right side. Inhale up through center and then leaning left. So feeling for a slow rhythm, tuning into a slower pace of life, like a little sanctuary as you escape the hustle and bustle of the modern life. Just being willing to deliberately go slow, like a slow cooker that tastes so much better with the meals that take a little bit longer. Inhale and taking the arms up. You can interlace the fingers behind the back of the body and stay here, or if you wanted to, hands onto the floor. Maybe you can lift towards an easy Ustrasana, camel position. And then exhaling to lower down. Take the hands onto the earth, and for a little back bend, stretching forward and taking Anahatasana. So just looking after your shoulders here. If you need to modify, please do so. I like to get a sense of the elbows lifting and the armpits lifting while the heart melts down towards the earth, like this soft draping down. And just check that your thighs are vertical. So Anahata, the heart chakra, melting down towards the earth like a silk sheet that's thrown over a piece of furniture and just softening into the folds, melting towards the earth. And then let's rise back up, and we'll take the left side of that flow. So finding your cat's breath again. Inhale to open through the front of the body. Exhaling and rounding. Inhale to open. Let's send the left leg back here. And with an exhale, navel to spine. Inhale, just exploring, feel into that which you cannot see. And exhale, coil. Not in any hurry. Can you imagine that you're on island time? You can be up on fingertips here and bring your left knee forward, step the foot all the way forward, and just help the foot forward if you need to, pat under that back knee if you need to. And then joining the hands together in Namaste. So with an inhale, interlacing the fingers, lift the elbows high. As you exhale, press the palms away. Again, maybe lay the belly onto the thigh. Inhaling to take the arms up, reaching up, and with the exhale, interlace behind the back of the body. Reach the knuckles back and then find the thigh. And then transfer the right, no, it's your left hand to the right thigh and the right arm up to the sky. And then exhale across and into your twist. So actually feeling the legs and with a little bit of a blessing there through the hands. Inhale back up through center and exhale to twist around to the right. Inhale through center, palms touch, and twisting left, so hands to the thighs. Noticing how we're moving the spine through its full range of movement, and so much of yoga is about the spine health. Twisting left. Inhale through center, taking the spine through its paces. So as you twist around to the right, just pause here and make sure you're using your left hand to steer the right hip forward. Great. Inhale back up through center and exhale the right hand down. So be on fingertips here, maybe getting off that back knee. You can send the outer right hip back towards the back of the mat and then finding that opening, leaning back into it. And exhale down to tap the outer ankle and inhaling, opening out. Bright and stay bright through the back leg and follow that pathway of the sun like you're a conductor commanding the sun to rise. We can pretend to be that powerful, inhaling and opening out. And make this your last one. So as you open, just lingering here for a moment in the opening, luxuriating. That is the essence of slow flow, luxuriating. You can then take the hand down, recoil, step yourself forward, and lifting halfway up, making sure the spine stays nice and long here. And with your exhale, folding in. So let's just take one spinal roll. Little bend in the knees. I know I'm becoming headless, but trust me, I'm still here. And then reaching that height and exhaling straight back down. I just noticed this morning that the solstice has passed and the sun has begun to move its journey back. So it happens in nature. It reaches a peak and then it subsides. Every wave, every season, we can step into that as we flow. So you can inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine, and keeping the left foot forward. So step your right foot back and into a high lunge. I think I might become headless here as well, but I'm still here. Hands into Namaste. So inhale, interlacing fingers, elbows high. You can have that back leg straight or on the floor. Lay the belly on the thigh as an option. Get long here. Inhale all the way up. Exhale around to interlace. Reach the knuckles back. Bring the hand onto the right thigh, left hand onto the right thigh, and then twisting around. So we twist just once. Inhale up through center and exhaling, twisting off to the right. Use the left hand to bring the hip forward. And then releasing and lowering down. You can take the Back knee to the floor, stepping back through hands and knees. Feel free to take child's pose or taking one more slightly deeper side bend. Inhaling the arms up, and as you exhale, lean to the right and take the hips over to the left. So kind of more of a siren or a mermaid on a rock. Holding here and breathing space and life into the left ribs, like opening up the attic windows and letting all the dank, dusty air release. Inhaling back up through center and over to the other side. So you can stay here or maybe taking the hips over to the right. You might lose me here for a moment. I'm honestly like a cat on a scratchy pole anytime there's a side body opening. So letting the light into those right ribs like Venetian blinds that have opened up. Give it one last breath here. Find the length on the inhale. A little bit of softening as you exhale. And then coming back into center. Let the palms touch overhead and exhaling down through Namaste. So feel free to take a little Shavasana here. Or maybe it's enough to do a seated meditation. Whatever you do, just acknowledging and celebrating that you made it to the mat. However you do it, give yourself a little pat on the back, as well as a moment of gratitude for this body and all the gifts and blessings that it allows us to do. As well as the gratitude for yoga, to have such a diverse and whole, complete path. What a blessing. What a blessing. And with a heart and body and mind filled with gratitude, you can go back out into your day. Deep peace to you.